Hello and thank you for tuning in to Embracing Budgets. My name is Rochelle. And in today's video, yes, as you saw by the title, y'all, we are on the official countdown. Y'all, we got 61 days. But we here, and you know what? We're going to persevere and we're going to kick it on through, okay? And if you feel like you didn't do that well in 2024, well, you know what? There's always next year. Kick butt in 2025, okay? It go down in the 5 or something like that. But anyway, let's get into our November budget. Let's go. Okay, so. Okay. All right. Okay, so as you can see here, I'm not sure how well you can see. Hopefully you can see it pretty well right there. My income for what I'm budgeting for the month of November came from September 20th to October 4th income, which totaled out to be $3,337.08. Okay. Now I've already budgeted in my savings, which was $268, and of course $80 for my mini challenges. But then because I had just a little bit more extra money, I'm going to be budgeting out an additional $74. Okay. Excuse me. Now let's start over here on my utilities, my household utilities. Let me grab my pen. Since it's fall, we got the fall vibes right here. This is a pen from over on Dripped by E, from Black and Blue here in these YouTube streets. Okay, so I have. Let's see here. I have EPB, which is for my electrical and my internet. Okay, so that is $84.64 for my internet, and I always average out $65 for my electric bill. But my electric bill usually doesn't show up until like the 8th or the 10th of the month, so I'm just going to average out $65 right there. And what little I never usually end up going up to $65 for my electric bill. I think last month it ended up being $52 and some change. So that's that with that, okay? Comcast is actually $72. Dollars. I was about to say $27. No, $72.31. Okay. So that comes to a grand total of 65, 84, 64, and then 72.31 comes to a grand total of $221.95. And I say that was Comcast was for something. That Comcast is for my cell bill, my cellular phone, my phone bill. Okay, so that's $221.95. Okay. Okay, and chances are it will be, like I said, it will be lower than that because my electric bill is never that high. It's never been $65. I think one time it was maybe $64, and that was over the summer. Okay. Okay, so here we go with entertainment, but this is also for the things I need for my channel, like CapCut for editing. I pay CapCut Pro, I should say Pro, right there. It's like $10 if I'm not mistaken. I could be a little off on that amount. It should be just $10. Hold on, wait 1 second. I don't know why I always forget those amounts, but it should just be $10, right? Because I think I had Canva, and Canva was $15. Yeah, no, CapCut is $9.99. Netflix is actually $15.47. I averaged out $15.50. Paramount Plus is $5.99. My Patreon is actually $15.31. And my Apple storage is $9.99. When I do these numbers for my planned amount, I just like the full nice round numbers instead of the 99¢. It's 1 penny. It's not going to make or break my budget, truthfully. Okay. So that's $9.99. $15.47, $5.99, $15.31, and $9.99. Comes to a grand total of $56.75. As long as I get it close to this, I'm happy. Close, but not over. Okay. Alrighty then. So, like I said, the savings total was $422. But my crazy handwriting, as always, is what does me in. $268, $74, and $80 is $422. Please excuse my handwriting. It is atrocious, and I will have to write a lot slower for me to get it to be the way I want it to be. Okay. All right. So we have our car insurance with State Farm. I pay full coverage, and that is $122.51. I will say this, guys, wherever you go, when you're moving, if it differs from state to state. Since moving to the state of Tennessee, I used to live in Georgia. I used to pay like $117, $119 when I used to live in the state of Georgia for just liability. As a matter of fact, let me confirm that amount. Let me go back because I just moved in May. Excuse me, I paid $110.96 for liability only. And I am paying $12 more for full coverage in a different state. So it depends on what state you go to or whatever. I could have been paying a lot less than this because when I got quoted for just liability, I think the guy quoted me roughly like $46 a month. And I was like, for what? For liability? And that's when I changed it back to full coverage because it just made sense for me to have full coverage while I'm driving in a state that I'm new to and getting used to their drivers here is different per state. So, you know, and I have just a little bit of a lead foot myself. Just saying. Gonna be honest, okay? Okay, rent is $13.08, but of course we have my water that is included in my rent. I just got the bill today for my water, and it is $21. And usually, like I said, usually it's not even that high, but I had family that came at the beginning of last month when they came to visit me, so that's probably what took it up just a couple of more bucks. You know, no more than $5 more. Usually it's like anywhere from $16 to $19, you know, and I have been, when the seasons change, I usually really clean my linens and everything to get prepared for the new season. So that is partially also another thing when it comes to my water too, because I be washing my sheets and my laundry. You know. So that comes to a total of $1,329 even. Okay. Alrighty then. Then we have the cash count that I take out of. It says food right here, but it's actually cash, because I do my cash envelopes, of course. And I have $200 for groceries, $60 for gas, personal and miscellaneous is $20 each. And then I have eating out, which is $60. So that comes to a grand total of $360 right there. Okay, now let's get into the debt. This is what changes every single month. And I thought I was about to fall over. This is what changes every single month. So we'll go from there, okay? All right, so let's start over here with the Mo debt, because this is the debt that I can see easily paying off before the end of this year, truthfully, this debt, okay? So we have Ulta. The balance on my Ulta card is like $300 and something. but that's about it compared to what it used to be. $300 ain't nothing to me, okay? So I'm going to be paying $41.75. If I'm not mistaken, I think the balance is like $121.75. So that explains the extra over for it. The minimum due on it was $30, and of course I always pay the little bit extra, okay? Torrid, my balance on my Torrid account is I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's like $92 or $82, something like that. Minimum due is $30. No, excuse me. Minimum due is like $29 or $30. So I'm going to be paying $42.33. I will have this paid off before the end of the year. Okay. Let's see here. Next, we have Sephora. Minimum due is actually $60. I'm going to pay $62.50 on Sephora. Amazon, minimum due on my Amazon account is actually also $29 or $30. I'm going to go ahead and pay $29.40. The reason why I'm paying just a little bit over the minimum due, the 29 base pretty. The reason why I'm paying just the minimum due, let's just go ahead and say it. The reason why I'm paying the minimum due is because I actually have some things I'm about to take back that I got. I wanted to use for when I was going out of town. I went out of town. I went to New York for a couple of days and I went on vacation. So I wanted to take those things with me and I didn't. So since I don't need them, I'm going to return them. And that's going to end up pretty much not paying off my account, but almost paying off my account. So there you go. Okay. Sam's, with this payment that I'm about to make on Sam's, it will make my Sam's credit card paid in full. Okay. I am going to be paying the total balance of $122.82. And I am done with Sam's. I wish I had a bell or something, because that was a long time coming. I got a little carried away. When I got that card, I got essentials every single time. And it was like, you know what? Let's just get a little bit of extra. Well, let's just do this. Well, let's just do that. And now that I have it under control, I'm going to keep it under control. Okay. So for the more debt category, the accounts that I plan on having paid off by the end of this year, grand total is $41.75, $42.33, $62.50, $29.40, and $122.82. Comes to a grand total of $298.80. Okay, so that's that with that. Now let's go on over to debt payments. These are my bigger debt payments right here. Well, with the exception of the TJX, because the overall credit line on that one isn't that huge. So anyway, all right. So we have Capital One, the big Capital One account. I think my credit limit on that one is $6,600, and the minimum due on that account is $207. So I'm going to pay $207.95. Probably might say like, girl, what? Listen, every little bit helps, okay? Then we have our other Capital One account. I think the minimum due on that one is like $35. I'm actually going to pay $70.23. Then we have my Chase account. Minimum due on that one is $114. I'm paying $115.17. Then I have my other Chase account. This is my Chase Rise account, and the minimum due on that one is $40. I'm actually going to pay $46.76. Actually, I'm actually going to pay a little bit more on that account because of the fact that, I actually put something on this card for my sister for my little nephew's birthday. I'm going to insert a picture of the cuteness that was his birthday party. I will insert the picture somewhere on the screen so you can see just the cuteness that he is. I will say this, chances are the picture you will see will be him just being over the whole entire ordeal, because he was over the whole thing of being a birthday boy. He was just tired, okay? But I did put something on this card for my sister for his birthday, because she's still leery about putting her debit card on certain accounts. So actually, I'm going to be paying a lot more than just the $46, but it really and truly doesn't count because she's giving me the money for it, and all I got to do is put that on my account, if that makes any sense. If it doesn't, sorry, but hopefully you do. You know, it's like, oh, I put $50 on my account, but I already had $50 in cash. So really and truly, it's not like I'm making a payment on the account, but I'm not, if that makes anyway. Okay, and then we have the TJX. The minimum due on this is $27, I think, which was, I found to be funny. But anyway, I'm going to pay $30.31. I don't have a high balance on that account anyway, okay? So let's go ahead and add that on up. We have $207.95. 70. Something's missing. Oh, I know what's missing. But I didn't have a slot for it. I'm going to put it over here. My Amex card. I am paying $53.98 on that card. I was like, something is missing. Hold on. What is going on? That's what's going on. That one particular card, okay? All right, so we're going to pay $207.95, $70.23, $115.17, $46.76, and $30.31. Comes to a grand total of $470.42. Okay, so now let's, what is this? This is, oh, I know what this is. I have to work that out later. Anyway, that doesn't have anything to do with my budget though. Okay, alrighty then. So we are going to take the total income for the month, $3,337.08. We're going to take out the $53.89, $56.75, $221.95. So we have $3,004.49 left before we get over here to the other numbers, okay? Okay, so we have $360 in cash envelopes, $298.80 in more debt, $422 in savings. For car insurance, we have $122.51. Rent and water, $13.29. And then we have $470, $42. Yeah, $470.42 in debt. So that leaves us with a grand total of $1.76. I cut it a little close this month. Usually I have a lot more to play with, but that is okay. That is okay. All right. All righty then. So that is my full budget for the month of November. I'm not worried, but I'm a little curious as to what it will look like for next month, because of the fact that I should say not for next month, but one of my paychecks for next month, because I did go on vacation for a week. And I'm not even going to sit up here and lie to you. I needed that vacation. I did budget for that vacation. I only put my hotel stay on one of my credit cards, and I had $800 that I had towards the $1,000 hotel bill. I went to New York. I stayed in Manhattan, literally like a block away from Fifth Avenue. I think I was maybe like 10 blocks or so from Madison Square Garden. So I was in the thick of the touristy side of New York. But I don't regret any debt that I accumulated from that trip, because I desperately needed a break. Guys, burnout is for real. And it is what it is. I'll take some debt, in exchange for me getting the relaxation that I need. Because the first thing that comes to my brain is that, well, Rochelle, you took an extra 3 days off from work when you could have been working. And it's like, that would have been time that I would have lost. That would have been time that I would have lost if I had not taken it. And I get my vacation for a reason. You get vacation for a reason. So with all that being said, the moral of the story is, please don't be like me. Use your vacation so that now here it is at the end of the year, I'm rushing to use all of this time that I could have used in the beginning of the year. Now I have to get rid of about 100 100 vacation PTO hours before December 31st. Yeah. But that is it. That is all. I thank you guys so much for watching. Please, if you have not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you like me just a little bit, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. I thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, stay blessed, stay beautiful. Bye.